All right, hey everybody, welcome to Inside Quest. If you're joining us, I'm guessing it's because you, my friend, are on a mission. You have a vision for your life, not as it is, but as it could be. And our goal is to help you gain the skills that you're going to need to cross that chasm and accomplish anything in your life, from the simple to the seemingly impossible. And the guests we're going to bring on are the people we really believe have the insights and the skills that you need to translate your ideas into concrete reality. And that transformation is what this show really is all about. So why do I believe in today's guest? If I had to sum it up, she is gritty, and I'm talking gritty as hell. Her life story is a mind-boggling tale of profound human transformation. She was formerly broke and surviving only with the help of public aid, but this single mother learned her way to success and went from being on public assistance to running a multi-million-dollar public company. She is now one of only 2 African-American female founders to have a company on Wall Street, and along the way, she has turned herself into an amazing media personality. She's been invited to speak by Oprah, Steve Harvey, and The Today Show to help inspire millions of people. She has toured all over the world. She was just telling me off camera how much of the world, and it's pretty crazy, sharing not only her unbelievable tale of mental transformation, but the tools that she used to make it happen. She is one of the most sought after motivational speakers on the planet, and her global platform has reached and served nearly 30 million people worldwide. She's also a tireless philanthropist who has been recognized by everyone from the country of South Africa to the Lego Corporation for her humanitarian efforts. She is living proof that it doesn't matter where you start, it only matters where you want to go and the price you're willing to pay to get there. So please help me in welcoming the CEO of Motivating the Masses, the New York Times best-selling author with 7 books to her name, including No Matter What and Abundance Now, the woman Houston, Texas named a day after, Lisa Nichols.
Nice to have you. Thank you for being with me.
Absolutely.
Hi, you guys. Y'all look good.
So really, really an honor. You probably know, and I've certainly told these guys 1,000 times, the rule that we have for guests is, as I research them, it needs to be motivational for me.
Yes.
And there was just quote after quote after quote that was just absolutely incredible. And I want to start with a quote from you, if I may,
Yes.
which is, "I am my rescue, nobody else." What does that mean to you? Because it really hit me.
It means that everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. If I don't have what I need, I can go get it. And once I figured that out, the world was my playground. The question was just, where do I go get it? I don't know about that. Where do I go get it?
Right.
And I don't come from a learning background where I was a great student. I wasn't, my highest grade in school was a C+. And when I got a C+, I did the happy dance. And so I didn't have a background where studying was natural for me. But when I realized that if I go study something and I learn it, I own it, it's mine now, man, it was crazy, because all through school I struggled. The last time I took an English class, my English teacher told me I was the weakest writer she ever met in her entire life.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. And the same year I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, "Ms. Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job."
Oh.
And so
That's mean.
yeah, it's just, it was demotivated people, sad people, hurt people hurt, sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal, hurt people hurt.
That's really rad. I don't want to derail your story, because your story is amazing. We are going to finish that tale. But hurt people hurt, sad people are sad. That's
they make other people sad. Sad people make other people sad, because people love company. Everywhere you are, you want company. And so without taking it personal, just see where people are. And so a part of that was I had to see who I was hanging around. And, miserable people want company, and I had to literally be willing to not only relocate my mind, but relocate my body so I can relocate my finances and relocate my possibility, relocate my son's future. I was very clear the future my son was going to have if I didn't do something. And I was not subscribing to that, not on my watch. My son's father went to prison when he was 8 months old, and he's been in prison since my son was 8 months old.
Whoa.
My son turns 22 this year. My son is an African-American male child living in South Central Los Angeles when, at that time, he had a 66% chance rate of going to prison, not on my watch. So I was willing to be radical. See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience
Of
required,
busting ass,
required for transformation. So my grandmother says, and I love to repeat this, your conviction, what you're passionate about, your conviction and your convenience don't live on the same block. They ain't even in the same zip code. So if you want to have a conviction for something, you have to sign up to be inconvenienced. We're trying to find convictions and passion and breakthrough on the inside of our box. Well, when you realize that the box doesn't even exist, like someone made up, oh, you're playing outside the box. So we all bought into, there's a box. Well, I don't even own a box. I don't even want to get in your box. Like, you better come out here because I ain't getting in there. And so when you start thinking like that, Tom, all of a sudden, everything is possible. So I disrupt people when I say, you want to make me extraordinary because it lets you off the hook.
God, that's good.
I'm
wow,
just
you just
saying.
gave me the chills.
Right. Everywhere I go all around the world, you're like, oh my God, you're
Jesus.
extraordinary. Yeah, because it lets you off the hook. You get to play like, oh, well, if I had it like her. No, what if you do? What if you do? What if the God that we call God, the divine, whatever your faith is, what if there's no partial? It's not going to give me a hookup and not give you one. Not going to give me an opportunity and not give you one. I'm just going to go after it. If I die, I'm going to die on a treadmill, like Will Smith said. I'm going to be on the treadmill running. I'm just not going to stop because I believe all things are available to us. I'm just willing to go after them. Are you willing? And then that is so disruptive because then you got to make a decision. Because it's easier to live inside the parameters of, well, as a black woman, well, as born and raised in South Central, well, I'm dyslexic. I wrote 7 books. I'm dyslexic. I just tell good stories. I'm just not the one to edit the book, because then we all in trouble. I'm gonna put a period at the beginning of the sentence, right? And so just knowing, like, I'm not perfect. What I do really well is I manage my imperfection well. And so we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come to you, and it's an excuse to never show up and play. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel. Yeah. Any story. Like the beauty of me being one of the top 1% earners in America is that I was on government's assistance.
Right.
Like, that's the beauty. Like, come on, it wouldn't be a big deal if my family was rich. Like, whatever. Like, I'm supposed to do something. The beauty is that when you show the little engine that could story, like, I'm not gonna run fast, but I ain't gonna stop running. I might slow down and have to breathe and catch my breath, but I'm not stopping because I believe all things are available to all of us. And good people should do well, because when good people do well, good people just do more good in the world.
All right. I need to stop and catch my breath.
Amen.
Because
right, you thought this was about it. Right, amen, right.
All right, so we're going to really drive a point home because you just messed me up. You make me extraordinary to let yourself off the hook.
Yeah.
I've never been able to really get my hands around one of the things that really, really frustrates me, which is that people discount me because they see me as successful.
Right.
And in doing that, they rob themselves of something, because you can't show somebody, like, your physical transformation, by the way, is astonishing.
Well.
Watching your videos, but no.
Hashtag chasing Michelle Obama arms, hashtag.
Hashtag respect.
Right.
It's amazing. Watch these videos. She's so vulnerable. It's crazy. And you see a side of Lisa Nichols in that transformation that you'd never really let people into before.
No.
There was just a vulnerability, and everything about you was absolutely breathtaking.
Thank you.
But that's easy to show people.
Yes.
Right? But showing them the transformation that you went through mentally is not. Now, I used to Big Brother in South Central, so I went to USC. It is an oasis right in the heart of one of the worst neighborhoods, as you well know.
Right.
And so there was an African-American kid that had been adopted, and I got very involved in him and his family and spent a lot of time in South Central. It's drab. There's nothing that says this is your future other than this. And I remember talking to him, and his framework reference for what his future could be was so terrifying that all I used to do, and this is back when I was dirt poor, I used to take him to Beverly Hills to watch movies. I would take him to a fast food restaurant in Beverly Hills, just anything in Beverly Hills, so he could see, hey, there's like another part of this world that looks different, it's more vibrant, just because I wanted him to see that. So how on earth do you go in the middle of that? Your son's father goes to prison. You're on public assistance. You're in the middle of this incredibly drab place where teachers are telling you that you're the worst they've ever seen. Like, I can't even, like, what would possibly, other than what you've already said, that they're just trying to drag you down to the place that they're at. What ideas are bouncing around in your head at that moment that because it could have been an empty promise, right? You put your hand on Jaylani's tummy and you tell him, I'm never going to be this broke again, don't worry. But that could have been an empty promise.
Right.
But it wasn't. So what happened? Like, what was going on in your mind?
Right. First of all,